Hi, everyone. It's great to see you again this week. The chapter book that I'm going to share the first chapter of this week is titled The Other Half of Happy. Notice it was nominated for the Pura Belpré Award, which remember is an award given for notable stories with Latin American characters. The Other Half of Happy was written by Rebecca Balcárcel. I hope I pronounced that correctly. First, I'm going to read the summary to you that's in the front flap of the book. Quijana is a girl in pieces, one half Guatemalan, one half American. When Quijana's Guatemalan cousins move to town, it suddenly feels like her dad is ashamed that she doesn't know more about her family's heritage, even though he's stressed the importance of being American her whole life. One half crush, one half buddy. Now it's the start of 7th grade, which means a new school. When Kehana meets Zuri and Jaden, she knows she's found her people, but she can't help the growing feeling that she has for Jaden and the hope he likes her as more than just a pal. One half kid, one half grown up. And home isn't much easier. Kihana spends her nights Skyping with her grandma, who's getting sicker, and every waking hour trying to figure out what's going on with her little brother, Mamito, who is becoming increasingly remote and hard to reach. How do you figure out which parts of yourself are most important? Which pieces come together to make a person whole? So let's read the first chapter of The Other Half of Happy. And the author dedicates this book to my friend Daryl, who has lighted my life since 7th grade. Chapter 1. I live in a tilted house. A bowling ball on our living room floor would roll past the couch, past the dining table, all the way to the kitchen sink. And if the sink wasn't there and the wall wasn't there and the bathroom behind that wasn't there, the ball would roll all the way to my room at the end of the house. That's what it's like being 12, everything rolling toward you. Kihana, Mom's voice thuds against my door. Mija, Dad calls. It's not really our house. We rent. But even if the doors hang crooked and won't close, and even if Mom never comes home till bedtime anymore, and Dad looks tired when he cleans up after supper, I like this tilted house. I get my own room, and there's a backyard swing. There's even a stove with 2 ovens, the upper one like a dresser drawer. We can bake peach cobbler and cheesy nachos at the same time. Like we might today if we weren't destroying the living room, pulling everything off the walls. Kihana, we need another pair of hands here. Is she outside? I wish I were. I would jump on the swing, pump my legs, climb high, and whoosh through the air. Then I'd sing. It's my secret favorite thing, even better than peach cobbler. When I sing out there, something rises up my spine and tingles the top of my head. The notes lift me up until I weigh nothing. I could almost let go and sail over the treetops. Which is another good thing about this tilted house. We can sing in it. Back at the apartment, way back when my little brother was born, my dad would strum his guitar, and we'd sing ballads in English, boleros in Spanish. Then a neighbor would pound on the wall, or the ceiling. Apartment walls are nothing but panels of saltine crackers. I'll check the backyard. No one can tell me why this house tilts. The landlady tried. That old Texas sun turns dirt to dust. Can't build nothing on dust. Mom says it's the clay soil that's under the house that slickens in the rain. Dad tells me the builders tried to stair-step a hill, putting each house on a bulldozed shelf. But no one cheats Mother Earth. She's remaking her hill, filling in the shelves to make a slope again. Mostly, I don't notice the tilt, but sometimes, like now, the walk from my room to the kitchen seems steep. Kihana! Dad's face appears at my bedroom door. Of course, I should be helping. I hang my head. The thing is, those boleros we sing in Spanish, I've memorized the sounds, but I don't know what they mean. And now Mom and Dad are Spanishizing the whole house. Dad looks toward the ceiling as if he'll find a power-up of patience there. Ever since Tio Pancho called and said, "Adios, Chicago, I got a job in Dallas," Dad's been different. He's playing more marimba music on his phone. He talked me into taking Spanish instead of Mandarin in school. Last night, Dad went over to help unload the moving van. We're all going to visit when they get settled. Then I'll meet the whole family. Tio Pancho, Tio Lenche, and 3 cousins. They've lived in the States for a while now, but we've never been able to visit them in Chicago. The door flies all the way open and Mamito tumbles in. He thrusts the book in my face and climbs on my lap. He thinks my body is a big chair just for him. He wants to read, I say to Dad. I'd much rather read. A knot kinks in my chest when I think of taking down pictures of me and putting up paintings of Guatemala, the place where Dad was born, but I've never been. Can't we read first? Read afterward, Dad said. I start 7th grade in 48 hours, so I also want to load my backpack. My folders and notebook paper are still slouching in Kroger bags. They'll have to wait. I stand up slowly, tipping Mamito onto his feet. I guess we better. Dad leaves, but Mamito's bottom lip pooches out. I know. He waves the book again and stomps his foot. It wasn't my idea. His face starts to crumple into a cry. Ride? I say. He drops the book as I lift him up. I hear Mom ask, "You didn't tell her, did you?" Tell me what? He's almost too heavy, but I hoist Mamito over my head onto my shoulders. We march toward weavings and clay pots and volcano pictures. All pretty, but not home. We march up, 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 up the hill of this tilted house. And so that is the first chapter of The Other Half of Happy. So I'm a little curious because they're redecorating their house for her uncle to come visit. I wonder why her dad is so focused on making everything seem Guatemalan. If you want to read The Other Half of Happy, both the ebook and the audiobook are available through Libby. Don't forget, you do need a library card to use Libby, but library cards are free if you don't already have one. See you next time.